without hesitation. Oh, shit, we just start right from 6.5? Holy shit. Oh my god. Poggers? Okay. Yeah, I throw up. Wow! You actually start right from 6.5. Chee! Bum 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 bum. Oh! What up, girl? Oh shit. This singularity's collapsing. Mash Caddock, something's going on. We gotta get out of here. Hey, don't shout so loudly. You scared me. What is that face? I've seen that face many times before. I can understand that the situation is for worse. I'll follow through. Mash, hurry up and scan it faster. Yes, all the informations have been now scanned, recorded, and measured. It's about 10 more seconds. Alright, the door still can open. Right when Mash finishes her scanning, we're escaping this hellhole. Protag, you come this way to... Huh? Wait. What the fuck are you trying to do? Why are you trying to bring a dead corpse? Are you an idiot? Don't touch something you don't understand, moron. I'm very scared. Yeah, but... I don't want this thing to be left outside. I want to at least bring it out. Oh. Senpai! That was a valuable sample you... No, doesn't matter. Doesn't need to be mattered now. Are you okay? Huh? Is there any irregularities? No. Good. Let's get the hell out of here. 10 seconds has already been passed. Mash, from here on out, it's dangerous. We need to escape now. Understood. All data has been collected. Completed. Masta, let us go. Understood. But that looks so... Protag, what are you doing? Hurry up! It could be Olga. Could be Olga. Everything is becoming undone. There's definitely a temporal dimensional disturbance, but we need the road ahead of us is not going to last us any longer. Now that this has been officially declared an emergency, we will now take I will now take both of you with my strength. Excuse me, Master and Caddock. Oh shit, Mash is just lugging both of us. What the fuck? Yeah, Kira, like, what huh? She's holding me down with only, one of her hand? She's a Supergirl after all. Please forget about that. Rounded shield. Now stabilized. Throwing on the ground to create a board. Thruster engaged. Full throttle. Ordenaus now becoming a bunker slider mode. Both of you, please, please close your mouth so you don't bite your tongue off. Slider? What? Pierce? Mash, what are you? God damn, she used a bolt. She used a Buster Bunker to slide. She used the jet propulsion of the Buster bunker slider to use it as like a jet speed kickboard. And with that said, you three successfully have got out from the mysterious dimension. Safe and sound, but I've told you to take an hour of rest, and I hope everything is settled. As ordered, I hope your mystic codes were all cleaned up and ready. Yes. Hey, thanks for the follow. All the specialty and all the equipments and clothings that we had in that singularity has all been in the lab. Thank you very much for all the maintenance. A good response, Kyria Light. Protag, you as well. You good? Kadok Zerumurus. How about yourself? Is everything okay? Bringing forward? Hey, thanks for all the follow. Now. It's a direct order from the director himself, after all. I'm not so foolish with the current circumstances that I'm in. I'm glad that you're honest and well. And then, to be perfectly honest, I value you. I have evaluated you more than people have recognized. You did a wonderful, job in this singularity. Oribe, you did a wonderful job like an olive. It says, however, Protag might be a historical veteran when it comes to these circumstances. However, in the very end, when it comes to magical knowledge or being a mage, he's nothing but a third-rate, simple citizen. Unfortunately, when it comes to cold, cruel-hearted, and calculating circumstances, someone as I, when it comes to magical circumstances, we don't go eye to eye. And that's, そこを貴様がさらっと干渉剤になったわけだ。実に使いやすい人材だ。It says, but, however, the gap has been completely closed due to the fact that now you're within our team. You're much more easier to use, since we're both on the same page, per se. Zerupurumus, I would ask for more of your cooperation. If you would not like to, unless you like to wear those collars once again. Dots. Hey, Godorov. I know you're trying to be a sleazebag, but we need to get on to the topic at hand, quick. Time's valuable after all. Oh, sorry. I forgot about that. Welcome back from the great gigantic singularity. Well done. As always, as always, you've done an amazing work. With your efforts and your tales, the great singularity has been solved, and the term, the title given Toramu is now successfully dissipated. However, our advisory servant Sherlock Holmes has gone MIA, but no need to worry. That man will always come back. He'll always come back at the time we don't want him to, just like he always does. However, we have better things to prioritize on and we must move on. All the data that we have received that Courier Light got from Area 51, the mysterious room, the mysterious area that is 51, this experimental subject E. Currently, I made the calculation room of Da Vinci use all her powerful resource and calculation modules to that topic at hand. She's analyzing it. Yep. It's Da Vinci, Xian, professors, Erudon, aka the record archivist, Erudon, and Spiritron engineer equipment, Marcus. And the assistant Octavia, and all the rest of the all the members that does the electronical calculations, they're all in full function. They're all in full staffed, full motion. We're probably gonna get a valuable result soon enough. So what are we doing then? Are we just standing by until that? Is that why you've taken our Mystic Code as well? Yes. Currently, we're hovering over the great land of United States, or AKA a North American continent. That'll be the better word. Yeah. Currently, the ship is hovering over the great continental land of the North. And in order for us to achieve our 7th singularity operation, our next objective, right now we're going to the South American Amazonas rainforest nature. We would definitely create the operation around 48 hours from now, judging from the rest, judging from the fatigue. So we'll be resting the storm border for 2 days. That'll be very helpful to recover. After all, Senpai and Mr. Karak were on the field, fully in motion 24/7 during that singularity, so... Yeah. To be honest, it was very difficult. The fact that we'll even have a minor interval to rest up is grateful circumstances. It's not just for me, but this idiot here. I'm pretty sure someone like him, instead of eating a ration food 24/7. Eating ration food 24/7, experiencing delicious food and comfy bed would be more suited for that guy like him. So what you're trying to say is the fact that you want him to recover on a mental state too, correct? Ah, of course. Whenever it comes to some servant summoning, mental issues are always in manners. I sincerely agree with the 2 days rest is a necessity for all of us. Hey, I'm home, Xian. What's up? Yes, I should say mission complete. Congratulations. I'm really glad you are all safe and sound. Well, to be honest, I had not even an inkling of being worried. I know you can make it out alive, no problem. All according to calculations, I should say. According to calculations, huh? The fact that a top alchemist of the Atlantis saying words like calculation doesn't sound like a joke to me. So, did you know about Holmes from the very get-go then? That the fact that he was technically the disciple of the foreign god, and all the way up to the fact that he would lose to Moriarty in that singularity in that place alone? It seems that you got me where it hurts. Yes, well, maybe perhaps it is because you are a lone wolf that you would bite on everything that you would see, perhaps. As you have stated, I've already noticed an inkling fact that he, Mr. Holmes, was already a disciple of the foreign god. That was already been notified by me. The reason was two. The first one was during the Singularity 6 Atlas Institute report. Holmes specifically said he gained the information by contacting with Torais Hermes. He said it so nonchalantly, but you must understand that Torais Hermes is the brain and the heart of Atlas Institution. Do not exaggerate. It has so much information and gimmicks and functionalities that even an ordinary or even a top elite heroic spirit will even gain access or even contact to it. There was way too many information to function to the point that their Saint Graph would have imploded on contact. However, even the so-called Great Sherlock Holmes, even its memory storage banks or its levels of capability of a memory capacity does not obtain the level of divinity whatsoever. He is merely, at best, a human-based heroic spirit. So, a mere normal servant should not be able to withstand such feature of what he has just stated. So, but you're right. I just thought because it was Mr. Holmes, so I naturally just accepted as so. Simultaneously, 彼もあろうとものが異世界の目的が何であるとその思考を止めていたことです。Simultaneously, another big reason was the fact that he completely stopped and roundabout saying and completely stopped and did not even investigate or even mention the foreigner god's objectives or its existence whatsoever and who they are. He stopped thought processing at that sequence or at that topic 100% of the time. He did not continue because he did not know anything about it. It's quite the opposite. He knew exactly that he should not know about it, nor should he investigate it. That's why he didn't pursue that road. Because as a detective, to find out the truth and pinpoint the facts would essentially decimate his faltitude, or he would abide, or aka unveil his own lies that he created upon himself. The fact that Mr. Holmes has taken such an event to pick such a tragic and torturous option is not for me to speak per se, but it seems that the reason was pretty simple-handed and open. That simple was, if he were to pursue this uncomfortability, he would perish. For the sake of Karurea, he needed to stop moving forward and stop thinking about these specific topics. The fact that he was able to pull that off, I think that was his best option. Best option to, I suppose, struggle, or bearing fang upon thyself to give hope. In the very end, he indeed was the disciple of the foreign gods. However, from what I've been hearing to the very end, he was a Karudean ally at heart. That is all there is to it. It decently proves that Mr. Holmes, once he came to his true conclusions of who he is and figured out who he was, all the way down to the fact that he would fall down the falls by himself willingly, he has made sure and made it fact that he did not want to be our enemies. Someone of a heroic spirit like Mr. Holmes,異世界の神に召喚されたとき、なぜ死ねになることを自ら承知したのか。It says here, when be summoned by the foreigner gods, why? Why would he selfishly accept that he would be such disciple of so? That why answer part is a little bit harder to see for now, but no matter what that was, once everything was done, he erased his own memories, and he needed to make himself disappear before he really figured out who he really was. In order to stay an ally of Gnome Karurea. That was the full extent of what I've read up till then. Are you satisfied with my report? Kadok Zermurpus? I didn't trust that Detective Holmes whatsoever, but you were trusting him as an ally of Karurea to the very end, huh? I see. If you knew that much, did you perhaps understand or know or have any inkling of his objective was? If Holmes truly states that he is the disciple of the foreigner's god, at very first, what was his objective to contact with Karurea? What did the foreigner god try to make him do? That's a quite simple answer. Of course, in order to assist and help the Karurea. Huh? Mr. Holmes' motives of movement and order. The objective was before Disciple of the God, and right when he forgot all of it. There's two different objectives. However, both of them did the exact same thing in the very end. He was tasked with Karurea to help out clearing the Lost Belts, and he will be an assist of it. That probably was the objective of the foreigner god's disciples' task. It can be easily explained that up till now that he was doing his duty, and because his task was being up to date and his rules was being kept, so the foreigner god technically didn't purge him, correct? However, this time, It seems that young Mr. Moriarty, Professor, became a disciple. And because he was chosen as a disciple, Mr. Holmes got target of being purged. I don't know whether it was the foreigner god's command or order. Or a simple command code that simple command task that says you'll be assisting from point A to point B. However, from point B and onward, do not assist them. Perhaps that was the simplest command of such. I believe the point A location was up till Lost Belt 5, and then point B was anything else afterwards. Or perhaps if a Karudeya were to go past the line of location A, then you were to destroy Karudeya from the inside out. No matter what the choices are in the very end, it seems the time for him to choose such a path was given to him. And with that, Mr. Holmes has chosen his path. Will he either choose the path of the disciple, or will he choose the path of the Karudeya? As a result, in the end, he has fallen down to the Rhinebeck. He chose to the very end that he would ally himself as the advisory, administrative. That's unacceptable. Even if Holmes were to fall in order to defeat Moriarty. If he truly wanted to fight against this disciple thing, against the foreign god, shouldn't he have came back alive and well to fight it? That's the part that definitely bugs me. Truly, it does. That Mr. Holmes selecting suicide? No. Never, never. So, that's one of the biggest mysteries, for sure. And that's one of the biggest hints that we can definitely get from the foreigner god's attributes. It's probably around somewhere. It's probably near the fact somewhere around that if he were to continue as the advisory of Karudeya, as long as he was alive, he probably had to obey the foreign god. Maybe because he has realized that, or maybe he has perceived to that logic. Mr. Holmes had to exit stage, and that was a necessary action he needed to perform. Perhaps in the very end it's something more sinister, or something more intriguing than a servant contract. More like a hobby, or a habit, or a disease. Hey, sorry you guys are conversating this, but is everybody else in the command room right now? Of course we are. I don't want to ask this question, but what happened, Da Vinci? Hey, I was just going through the data analysis on experimental subject E, and something ridiculously crazy add-on has been discovered. It seems that there was, in the tiniest of the crevices, I find a virus data hidden between. Virus between in a compressed location, and then, oh no! It's going to uncompress itself in explosion. So check it out before it self-explodes. Look! It's going to terminate itself. Wait. What do you mean by self-implosion? Something stupid like that's not going to... Stop it. Hey, anything like that, you close the lid and throw it outside. Don't open up inside the... Test. Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? Hello? Am I looking fine? Oh, this is a pretty good angle for me. Unfortunately, I don't have a seat. I don't have a chair to sit in to look fantastic, but that'll do. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Or perhaps good evening. It is I, the genius of evil, James Moriarty. By the time this file is open, I'm probably have disappeared. Truly sad. However, this is just in case. It's just an image monitor recorded by the Moriarty beforehand of anything happening. Now, perhaps, ladies and gentlemen, you have many things to answer and questions, but I hope that what we've done you can set it aside for now. I wanted to save my world. For Karodea, well, it's much more important that Protag does my job for me. After all, you can save the world better than I can. I had sneaking suspicions and my self-confidence and my hunch, stabilizing that fact. It is not because I see keen fond or kind... It is not because I am very fond of your works or have seen what you have done, Musta Protag. I'm probably as a shy man myself, knowing who I exactly am. Will not probably say it straight to your face. I'll record it here. Understand this. I have no value and you do not value me any worth, Protag. Do not mistaken that. Excuse me. Can I delete this video now? Just hold on just a little while longer, okay, Mash? By now, you probably have the information of experimental subject E at your hand. It is your entire job to do the experimental subject E analysis and whatnot. However, I'll give you a little service, a little tip. Understand that thing is not earthly bound, nor earthly realm. That is not a life force that came from Earth. That is something that existed 100 years from now. Has been just dissected, has been dissected, intertwined, analyzed, and constantly be monitored. Done every single experimented on. It is just a corpse of a living being that has been observed. I'm pretty sure its agony screams and its torturous sound have brought forth the foreigner god is to be told. However, from here on out, my thoughts nor thought process cannot move forward to such. After all, necessary numbers and equations were missing. If you were to insert those questions into the thrice megasecond that the storm border holds, I believe the answer is simply easy to find than I can ever will. Well, with that said, goodbye, Karodea. I suppose I should wish you... No, I shouldn't wish anything. That you would arrive to the truth. After all, when it comes to miracles, they happen miraculously. wishing for a god for a little bit of miracle prayers. That only happens to us students who forgot their homework, after all. Ugh. What's wrong with this asshole? He only just said, he just badmouthed us and disappeared. Yes, it's definitely a professor that's a bad. He only has nothing but a negative effect on Master's personality. I suppose I should finish, now that perhaps Kadok, Zeriprimus, and Mashkiralite have said their opinion. I have one more service before I go. Of course, if I don't say that, I don't... Of course, I need to be more liked. Well, perhaps I gotta say more contributional. If not, my future summoning in your realm would be quite problematic in probability numbers, after all. I'm going to say this once. You all have not much time left. You already must know that the foreigner god known as the Yu Olgamuri is trying to find a new saintcraft to strengthen her objective. She's trying to find the life force that lives outside its realm, that sleeps within the South America. In the maze associations, it is a taboo, absolute taboo locations and information that can only be known in the Department of Tradition or Folklore. It is the true identity of the invader that came onto this planet long ago. The ORT. An alien existence that to be called. Or, to make it more simply, she is finding a way to fuse herself to such as. That is her current objective. Perhaps I got you by surprise. I know you're surprised. If not, my specialty will be degraded. The time limit is almost there, and you're not going to make it if you do not hurry. Just because you have defeated me, a minor boss, there is no time for you to rest. If the foreigner gods were to attain ORT in any way, shape, or form, that will canonify and solid proof that the humanity would lose Earth. Now hurry. Times are ticking. この悪の可能性に満ちた惑星を真っ二つに割れたくなければね。It says, now hurry. You're running out of time. Unless you want the planet. Unless you want this planet of cosmos filled with the possibility of all the bads to split this Earth into two. Interesting. ORT? What's a ORT? Do you not know what an ORT is, boy? No. I guess ignorance is a bliss in this circumstances. I was told when I was a kid that if you do not sleep, that ORT would eat your head from top to bottom. That was a little ghost story that's been told throughout the years. I suppose those trainings weren't given to you to properly go to sleep when time is right. I understand, and I'm quite jealous that you didn't take that ordeal. To make it simple, what an ORT is that As he has stated before, even in the magical world, it's known as a superstition. It seems that some number ago, far away, an alien existence born, or at least flew, across and landed near the South American region. It was rumored and told that if you were to get close to it, no matter who they were, they would get instantly murdered. If you were to ever touch its territory in a way, shape, or form, there was no mage that would come back. There was no mage that came back once it even touched or it notified its territory. Even how dangerous it was, even though we shouldn't have left it alone, or perhaps identified it as a threat. Or maybe some curiosity of the cat, I suppose, to learn more about its knowledge. What? Is that the Six Witches? In the 16th century, a grand mage, in the 16th century, with fully aware of the circumstances, a grand mage has brought 6 of its colleagues, aka the rank of bland, the rank of bland mages, and they went in to the land of South Africa, America. Whenever it comes to Grand Class Mage, if you don't know what that is, in the Mage Association, or in the Mage world, he's the best of the best, the top of the top. He himself would rival an entire country. That person is a monster. That and his little colleagues that were one rank below them. Mages like that. Mages like that and his associates. When it comes to abilities, they were like gems, shining gems that would, that would absolutely leave shoulder to shoulder to the grand class. There were 7 of them gathered all together in search of it. It was a great big scale event that nobody has ever thought or seen before. To be perfectly honest, apparently in a excavation site's camp that was created in secrecy, it was apparently all festive mood and excitement for all. But in the very end, when the expedition came back, there was only one mage that survived. Leaving these words behind, it says nobody must touch such a thing. In this current earth, in this current life form, not a single living cell should make contact to that thing. We must wait for the next era, for the next opportunity, the next time. We must wait until we are all perished. I will give that opportunity, and I will give that hope to the next life form that creates a next evolution. While leaving those words, while he was in an observation incubation port, he became crystallized while he was alive. Crystallized? Crystallized like he died? Astea. Sounds like Zaltridge had a thing or two, huh? Crystallization. The mage's name is Astea. He was one of the 12 lords at the time. Astea. Write that name down, chat. Astea. I gotta put that in my notebook, into my research. Within that incident, all the mage associations in the clock tower's top head specifically started to call that monster ORT. And with that name, showed it to the private sector. Ever since then, in South America, in certain regions, there has been quite an established warning that human beings or humanity should not set foot. There's a special bounded field or a barrier erected and known about through all. However, something of a weak or abysmal mage family, I suppose. It was nothing more than a fairy tale that was to make fun of, I suppose. To me, while I took it as a folklore, it seems that Mr. Gurov, from the looks of it, it seems that the noble family has taken it as a serious decree and passed it down from generation to generation. And the time has passed to the point that they will use ORT as an unnecessary excuse to scare the children. So, wait. On Earth, you're saying that there were other alien life forms here? Of course there is! You must not touch an ORT. An alien that do not make contact will not cause any calamity. You understand that that is the teaching of the High Heads. He would specifically tell you that ORT is a star. As long as the star does not call for its aid, it would not wake up. It would constantly hibernate underneath the realm of the South America. So we do not touch it, nor we do not think about it. Because when that starts moving, all rights and all era and all of our humanity rights will be lost in an instant. That is nothing more than a monster that has been told the story in disguise. It is worse than the foreigner god that we speak of and we are dealing with. So, something of such a divine and unknown being was sleeping in South America this whole time. As a captain, it really does tingle the excitement and adventure in me, but no! It is not something to be like adventurous mood to try to explore such dangerous location. Do you hear me? The world almost came to an end because of this incident. Please, you must be careful, okay? Yes, I remember as well. In the library of the Carudea, there was something mentioned about ORT. It seems that in ORT, it has been acknowledged by all mage world that it is the most powerful, deadly, and most, a life form or life force that is uncomprehendable. It's hard, yet soft. It is hot, yet cold on its outer layer. And inside its internal structure, it has an energy signature of a living being, however, fused with many elements and circumstances. And all I know is that anything that it makes contact to will turn into a crystal formation. A gigantic spider type like alien creature. I heard that even the 3,000 years of history of humanity's technology and technical skills, it's still to this day impossible to analyze a threat to humanity per se. Are you serious? Wait, it's that bad? Yes, that is way out of our calculations. Certainly out of calculations. The fact that Foreigner God is trying to fuse with ORT? Even though it already has enough capability to do such feat with its own current form, why would it try to overzealous itself and go for seconds? Well, after all, it technically self-proclaims itself as the Earth's president, right? So, yeah, because it self-proclaims itself as the president of the Earth, I suppose he or whatever it is must be very greedy. What? Please, you must understand. Even if the Karude's strength, a power level were to be level 50 of sorts, the Foreigner God's combat strength of a power level is over 1,000, you see. In technicality, that thing does not need to add any more strength to its numbers. However, it wants to fuse with ORT on top of that, and wants to become 10,000? Over 9,000? What kind of worrisome rat is this creature? However, the fact that Moriarty has done such sly technique to show and visualize up to this point, it must be true then. Mr. Godorov, Da Vinci, we must change our schedule immediately. We must now change the analytics to the we must change the topic, and we must create evidence and possibilities of if and can a foreign god that is Olga Murray able to fuse an outside life form, an unidentified life form, is it fusible? That's a necessary experiment to be conducted. Because after all, if, in miraculously to one, if she was able to successfully fuse herself with ORT, we have no calculations or no way of winning this battle. The Sacred Blade, the Sacred Blade ornament that we just successfully completed will not work against that whatsoever. And with that, the plan that we concocted during the Isle of Britain will go to naught. It says, with the prediction of Torais Megis II, in this earthly realm, that incident or that probabilities of danger will not happen just yet. We need, due to the fact that there is some reason, somehow, some way, that the foreigner god is struggling to fuse or if not assimilate into ORT. It's struggling to find a method to do so. And if that's the case, we have not an ounce of wink to lose, or, we have no time to lose. Storm Border will now prepare itself for its final maintenance and immediately head towards the Lost Belt 7 to solve this incident. We will find the foreigner god, and we must destroy it before ORT is successfully fused with it. God damn, that's a long-ass prologue, brother. But, I mean, I told them we need the continuation from 6.5. It sure fucking did.